In this series, we'll start with the basics and work our way up, exploring each era of the game, opening packs, building decks, and dueling with classic and modern cards. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, this series is for you. So stick around because the heart of the cards are calling, and together we will become true duelists. Welcome to the Garbage Lords Progression Series. Well, Zach, it's banning time. I think is this the second time I've been in the banning or the third? I forget.
I
It's
believe it's the second.
yeah. I try not to lose three in a row, but apparently it happened this time, and I we talked about it a little bit. This is immediately after the last episode, by the way. So uh, the hits on my end, in my opinion, are there's three of them. There's Shadal Fusion, which is like you have two of it, so that becomes a problem, especially when we get to the reprints of Shadal's. But it's not an immediate threat. It's just like deal with it now. There is the UAs, which it's decent and it does get very good support going forward, but I think I have a chance against it if I just build with UA in mind. And the final card, which is what I'm going to ban, is Dante. I think that your BA pool is good.
Hmm.
I think that BA just keeps getting more and more support. Even though I have a decent BA pool, just sans Dante, I think that it is just correct to get rid of that. I think that is far and away the best deck you can be playing once we get like a tiny bit further into the support. So I'm gonna ban Dante, and I'll see if I have to ban UAs again next time. So let's go ahead and get on into today's episode. Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Garbage Lords Progression Series, and wow, UAs. That was a deck. That was a deck of all time, and I lost to it. I'm not gonna be ashamed. That was a very hard fought game when I just did not see the top decks I needed to. But let's go ahead and move on. Let's look forward, and we have the Secret Forces, a very strong set. So let's go ahead and get straight on into it. So first off, we have Fire Formation Tenki. Great reprint if we didn't already have three. I think we do. I think Zach only has like one or two. So great reprint for him. We have Royal Decree, actually a really good card. I think Zach had two of this, and now like we'll both probably have a playset, so not a big deal. Vanities, I think we did Gentlemen's out of Vanities, so that's not going to be a thing for us anymore. So that'll just be a dead card. We have Armageddon Knight, Card Car are great reprints. We have all the Jins, all of them, just all of them in general. We got Gishkis, we got some reprints of Senju and Necrogardna. We have the Ritual Beasts, which are really powerful. I think if you Zach is a Ritual Beast player, and I think he said if you pull a single ulti Canahawk and decent on the supers and like an Elder or two, it's probably playable, and I believe him. We also have Nekroz. Nekroz are the big archetype we are shooting for here, and it is difficult. So Shurat is the only main deck Nekroz that isn't a secret. um, so Shurat is a very good card, and we hopefully will pull a playset of it, but it's unlikely. We also have other like good ritual cards, ARA, Preparites, Divine Wind of Mist Valley is in here. No idea why. I think it's maybe just because of Ritual Beast, but who knows. We also have Yusenjos, which I don't like Yusenjos. I think they're pretty bad, so hopefully we don't pull good on that. We also have Dweller in here, which is crazy. I'm so glad we have Dweller, because Dweller is a very strong card. Then on to the secrets. Elder, Lara, Wen, Petalfin, Ulti Canhawk, and Ulti Apelio are all secret rares. So kind of difficult to get. We also have the three Yosenjus, which are good cards to be fair, but I really don't want to pull them. But then we have these guys, the Necroz. Brionac, Cataster, Colossalus, Decisive Armor, Trishula, Unicorn, Valkyrius, Kaleidoscope, and Mirror. That is 9 secret rares, and we need to pull a decent number of them to play it. We need like multiple Colossalus and Unicorn, at least one Brio and a Trish, and then multiple of both the ritual spells. That is it. It is a small set, but it is a good set, and we are going to be opening up 30 packs of it, so hopefully we can pull decently. So let's go ahead and get straight on into it.
I'm gonna keep it real. Did not think we'd win. I thought we were gonna be going in with 30 of this set, but we only have 24. So let's see what we can do. Before we do that, we got to do our ultra. Um, it's definitely going to be from the 2014 Megatin. So I'm just going to pick up a Marshall Leaf. Got 24. Hoping for Arby's. Tenki's nice. Arma's nice. Ulti Petalfin, take that. Soul Release, also not terrible. Unicore, Soul Release. I don't want to play Gishki, but I will. Kaleido, Royal Decree is nice. That's our third Royal Decree. Steeds, Canna, Elder. This pack's crazy. More of these three. Kaleido, Canahawk. Now we just need like Elder and then regular Canahawks, and then we're good. Trish, comma 2. Why is my computer being so slow? Kloss, Apelio. We've Gentleman out of Vanities, another Elder. Wen, very good. Steed's very good. Kaleido, Cardcar, Apelio. Really looking for that Canahawk. Ulti Apelio's nice, as well as another one, another Royal Decree. Burial's also quite nice. Tenki, we've got so many Apelio. We need more Canahawk. We have one Canahawk. We can play this with just other stuff. Another Canahawk, Ulti Canahawk, comma, ARA, Soul Release, Abyss Dweller, Brio, another Canahawk, and a Tenki, and a Lara. So what do I want out this next set? This not playable. 4 freaking Kaleidos. Elder and another copy of Canahawk. Maybe a Petalfin because we don't have one. This is the wrong Canahawk. I'll take it. I will definitely take it. Add to collection. I'll see you guys in the deck profile. We're playing Canahawk Turbo.
All right, 30 packs of Secret Forces. Let's flip them up. Brio. Brio's crazy. There's our first shirt. That's good. That's good. Yosenju's not good. There's a mirror. That's good. There's also a Dweller, which is nice. Wen is not what I want to see. Oh, Trish. Trish is crazy. Trish is so crazy. Come on, keep going. Comma 1 is not where I want to be. Second Brio is so insane, dude. Comma 2 is not where I want to be. Yeah. A Colossus, great. Absolutely great. A third Brionac. Oh my goodness. I don't even know if that's good. There's an Ulti Apelio. Not exactly where we want to be. A second Ulti Apelio. A fourth Brio. Oh, okay, I'm going to need something else there, Gabe. There's a Unicore. I think that's our first Unicore. Mask is not good. Second Colossus, great. A Decisive Armor. I will take a Decisive Armor. I'll take that. Nothing there. I guess an Ulti Petalfin is not bad. There's a Canahawk. Haven't seen anything else good for the Ritual Beast, but I don't want that. I want another Unicorn. Let's go. All right. There's an Elder. The second Trish is insane, dude. But I'm running low on mirrors. I don't have that many ritual spells. Necros of Unicorn, I guess that's good. I think that's our third. It's a Valkyrius. I think that's actually a pretty good one as well. Nothing there. A second Valk. Okay. We're pretty low on ritual spells, I think, is the problem. There's a second mirror, though. I think that's good. A third Valkyrius. Okay. And comma 3. Oh, my goodness. Okay. So we got two Trish, two Colossus, 3 Unicorn, 3 Valkyrius, a Decisive Armor, and a playset of Brio. Only 2 Mirror, because the other one was a Kaleidoscope. One Prep of Rights does suck, but we do one Prep of Rights sucks, and then not getting any Kaleidoscope also is unfortunate, but we do have a Swap Frog ticket banked, and we pulled literally everything else. I mean, the only thing we could ask for was like a third Colossalus, but that's not much. So we are going to go ahead and add this to collection, and we are going to hopefully cook. We're hopefully going to cook. I think we are going to go ahead and swap frog for something. So we're going to go ahead and go into edit mode. I'm going to decrease the number of Brianac by one since we did pull an extra. Nope, I have 3 of that. Thank you very much. And I'm going to add a copy of, let's see, tools, import single card, Necros, Kaleidoscope. I'm going to add 1 copy of Kaleidoscope. Let's see, Secret Forces. Let's go and add that to the collection. And that is very good considering we have a special card in the extract that we're going to use. So let's go ahead and get on into the duels for today.
We are bringing back an oldie but a goldie. It's Sylvan's yet again. So I don't think he's going to pull good enough to play too much fantastic stuff. And I just want to like play something that's well playable. So Sylvan's it is. I think this is the best deck, and we get to show off our Lone Fires. So let's just do the quick card by card. We've got triple Hermitry, or double Hermitry, I wish it was triple. Double Guardioak. I kept on going back and forth between 1 and 2. I ended up bumping it up to 2 because we now have Lone Fire. Triple Flower Knight. Double Marshall Leaf, feels good to have the second one. 1 Rose Whip, triple Como Shrumo. Triple Peas, triple Cherub Sprout to summon out our Princess Sprout, double Snapped Assassin, and double Lone Fire along with our 1 Spore. Then we have triple Miracle Fur, 1 Sylvan Charity, double Mount Sylvania, and triple Terraforming to search it. Double Upstart, 1 Soul Charge, 1 Book, 1 Raigeki, and 1 Snatch Steal. In the side, we have triple Veiler and triple Crow. Crow is almost exclusively for Necros if he does actually have it. Then we have triple Lance, triple MST, and triple Trap Stun. I think that this deck will be the strongest one in the format, so I just want to be able to make sure that we can actually get it going. In the extra, we have Armades. If he does have Necros, this is going to be the best card that we have because it's basically just a bunch of terrible Battle Faders, and if we can say no to that, then it's pretty good. Black Rose, Landois, Scrap Dragon, and Stardust for our Synchros, and then 1 Dullahan, 1 Slacker, 1 Honor Arc, 1 Extaton, 1 Gauntlet Launcher, 1 Giant Grinder, double Felgrand, and double High Protector. That's it for the deck. I can't wait to crush Immortal with it and get another ban. I'll see you guys in the games.
And here's the deck. Now, I am going to apologize to begin with because I am not sure I will play this deck 100% correctly, and I'm going to apologize. I'm sorry. I'm going to do my best. But that being said, we are playing Necros. Now, this deck historically was tier 0 and was incredibly high rarity, and we managed to pull just insanely well. I swear I didn't double up on openings or anything like that. This is just how well we pulled. And we are going to play this deck. Now, let's talk about Necros historically. Historically, they relied on this card, Jin, Releaser of Rituals, which says, if a player ritual summons a monster using this card, the opponent cannot ritual or special summon at all while that monster is face up on the field. So, very commonly, people would have to side to out the Jinlock, playing things like Book of Moon, DD Warrior Lady, Exiled Force, just all kinds of things just to out the Jinlock off of something like a Colossalus, which has a decent-sized defense stat, so you can't really run over it that easily. And also, you have Valkyris to protect your monsters. It's really frustrating to out. That being said, looking back on this deck, it's not actually that good. It's just basically the best thing you can play at the time. That being said, let's go ahead and get into the card by card. So we've got Armageddon Knight. Now, Armageddon Knight has 2 uses in this deck. First is another search target off Rhoda. If we have things like Shuret and we don't need to get anything else like Colossalus, we can get an Armageddon Knight. And this can also dump the Jin as well as something like a Farfa, which lets us out some sticky cards. This basically lets us out it in the mirror match. This lets us out the Jinlock in the mirror match, but it's also pretty modal. If this card is sent to the graveyard, tear 1 monster in the field, banish it until the end phase. Pretty good. If a card is banished temporarily, it forgets what materials it was made with, I believe, so that's how you out the Jinlock. We have double Lancia. Honestly, this is in here because Zach is a Ritual Beast player. We got Ritual Beast in the same set, and I think Steed's control might be good enough. Just setting Steed's, normal summoning a guy, and then just outing the Jinlock is pretty good. So we have Lancia in here to stop the Ritual Beast from going off. 1 Dance Princess of the Necros. Your opponent can activate cards or effects in response to the ritual spell, so Zach can't negate our ritual spells if we have this on our field. Probably won't be on our field that often. And if it's tributed by a Necroz, tributed by a card effect, you can target one of your banished Necroz, add it to your hand, which is not bad either. We got the Jin, 3 Effect Veiler. I want hand traps. This this is maybe just the modern player in me, but I can't look at a deck like this that's entire game plan as sit on a towers that is also vanities and just hope to win without playing something to back it up from the hand. We're on the 1 Farfa, as I mentioned, for the Armageddon Knight. We're on 3 Manju with 1,000 Hands and only 1 Senju. Wish we had more, but unfortunately it doesn't matter because we only have the 1. But 3 Manju is good. On normal or flip, weird, add a ritual monster or ritual spell. This one's better because this one only adds monsters, but this one adds both. 2 Shuret, I don't even remember if we have the third, but 3 Rhoda means that we don't need to worry about playing the third. If you ritual summon exactly 1 Necroz monster that requires tribute, you can use this card as the entire tribute. If this card is tributed by a card effect, you can add 1 Warrior Necroz monster from your deck to your hand. Monster specifically, that is usually Brio or Colossalus. Speaking of which, we have 3 Brionac. This card is crazy. Cannot be ritual summoned using itself. I think all of the Necroz monsters have that effect, which is fine. You can discard it to add a Necroz monster from your deck to your hand. Crazy. You can also target, if it's on the field, you can target 2 face-up monsters that were special summoned from the extra deck, shuffle them into the deck. Really powerful against extra deck spam strategies, but I'm not sure Zach's going to be bringing that. 2 Colossalus, you can discard this card, add 1 Necroz spell trap from your hand, and then also quick effect, you can target a face-up monster on the field that's special from the extra deck. Until the end of this turn, this target's attack becomes 0, and that target's effects are negated. Usually not a big deal, because if Colossus is on the field, it's Jin locking, but, it's good to know. Trishula. Trishula is crazy, and we pulled 2 of it. Like I said, can't be ritual summoned using a level 9. You can only use each effect once per turn. When a card effect is activated that targets a Necroz, quick effect, you can discard this card and negate the activation. When it's ritual summoned, you can banish exactly 3 from your opponent's hand, field, and graveyard. 1 from each, and the hand is random. So if Zach does have something like a DD Crow as the last card in hand, he can chain it to dodge the effect. This is the Trishula you can dodge. Everyone also thinks that you can dodge normal Trish. No, this is the Trish that you can dodge. Necroz of Unicorn. If this card, you can discard this card, target a Necroz card in your graveyard, except Unicorn, add it back to our hand, and you can only use the effect of Unicorn once per turn, and then it is just skill drain for extra deck monsters. Velk is Battle Fader, and then it can also tribute 2 monsters from our hand and field, and then draw the same number of cards of tributed, which is really nice because we can clear our board for Velk. If we need to, but it probably won't be a big deal. On the ritual spells, 2 cycle. I'm glad we got this back in that opening. This allows us to summon from hand or grave, and then they all have the effect you can banish this card and a Necroz monster to add a Necroz spell from your deck to your hand, which is really useful. We have 2 mirror, but only 1 kaleidoscope. Kaleidoscope is debatably the best one because you can send cards from extra deck like Herald of Arclight, which we also inexplicably have, which is crazy. I'm so surprised that we have this, but we do. But luckily with Unicorn, we can get it back if we want to go for a big push. Prep of Rites is just absolutely crazy. Basically, if we have Prep of Rites, we have, I think, the entirety of the Jin lock in some way, shape, or form. 3 Rhoda lets us search Shuret, lets us search Armanite, and lets us search Colossalus, so really good. And then double breakthrough skill, just kind of like 1 card that does 2 things, which is really nice. In the side, we got DD Crow, Book of Eclipse, again, to beat the mirror match, but also we can bring this in to beat Ritual Beasts, because it's face-up Ritual Beast monsters that trigger Steed, so if we Book of Eclipse in response, it will pop nothing. MST, Iron Wall, again, to prevent banishing from the Ritual Beast deck, 2 Dark Hole, and then a Calcab just to hit spells and traps. Not exactly the best. I would prefer this to be like a Shadal Dragon, but oh well. In the extract, we've got Divine Neos and Rainbow Neos as targets for Kaleidoscope. We have Catastor, Black Rose, and Gungnir because these can all be made by normal summoning an Effect Veiler. Herald of Arclight, which is here specifically to start to send off Kaleidoscope. And then we've got a bunch of 4s, 3s, and just other Xyz materials that we can theoretically make, but probably aren't going to come up too much. Well, that is it. Let's go ahead and get on into the duels. Well, Zach, we're here. We opened a secret Forces, not Secrets of Eternity. Kind of weird they had two packs named Secret, one right after the other. But
One being significantly better than the other as well.
oh yes, one being significantly better. Necroz is here. The Jin Lock, basically the least. Some people say the least powerful tier zero format ever. I could personally believe it after like having to watch back videos to like understand what the combos would be if you did pull full power Necroz. Um, it doesn't look that good. I'll be honest. Like Pepe looks better. So
I mean, the thing is that Necroz in its entirety is not a strong deck. It doesn't have a lot of the things that we think of when like tier zero, where like super combo, super just can kill you in one turn. Necroz is the type of deck that will just battle fader you until they have a million resources and you have none.
yeah, it's death
That's
by a
literally the
thousand
whole
cuts to
deck.
be sure, but
But
I
with
don't.
the Jinlock, it does just set up vanities under a non-destructible guy.
Yeah, which is, I mean, it's a game plan. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
game plan. That's about all I can say. Well, let's
Yep.
go ahead and get straight on into it. Boop. And a
Ah,
win in a dice roll. Um, I'll go first. So let's see what we can do here. We don't draw for turn, do we?
no, we do not.
Okay.
I see.
Good deck. Good
Well,
deck.
here's an extra 1,000.
I will probably need that, honestly.
Okay. This is a thing for sure. Heck it, Weeball. I'm gonna normal summon Princess Sprout.
Ooh. Normal summon Princess Sprout. God, you're still playing Sylvans apparently. Okay. You know what? On summon, I'm just gonna effect failure this.
That seems correct. Uh, if I tribute this, it will not get its effect because it's negated, even though it tributes for cost. I'll just pass.
Sure. All right. Draw. Standby main. All right. That is better. Is better. Um. Well, it's time to show you what I'm on. I will discard Colossalus.
Yeah, I knew it was gonna be Necroz.
Unfortunately, it's not gonna be as amazing as I would like it to be. But gosh, how can I do this? Got it. Okay, so here's the problem: is I have like bricked a high hell, at least as far as I can tell. So I'm like trying to think how I survive this. Um, so I think it's Colossus adds a spell. Yeah, a spell trap. You can't add a trap. There are no traps, but it could add a trap. Um,
I don't even think the new support gave him a trap.
no, isn't that really funny?
It was like, trap when. It's like, screw you, you don't got a trap.
Oh, jeez.
Honestly, I'm kind of glad that they didn't give him a trap
Yeah, this
because,
deck doesn't need
with like,
more. This
yeah,
deck
with
just
with
doesn't.
power creep, like the trap would just be freaking absurd, and then it wouldn't even be used in Necroz. It'd just be some stupid like rollback thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think so. It's not as good, but I think this does unironically do it because we had a spell here. I'll add Necroz Cycle to hand.
Sure.
I'll normal summon Armageddonite and declare the effect.
Yep.
We will dump Jin to the grave, and then I will
Yep.
cycle Banishing Jin to summon back Colossus.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a Jin lock. So I will go to battle and I'll hit for 13.
Yeah.
All right. Second main, go ahead.
Yep. So Colossalus doesn't have any protection or anything. It's just there.
Yep.
And is a Gin lock.
It's just a Gin lock.
Which prevents me from special summoning.
Correct. But I mean, if you're playing some cards that you can mill that like have effects in the graveyard, which I mean you're playing Sylvans, you can out it pretty easily. I think.
Terraforming.
Terraforming's fine. I don't have anything to that.
I'm going to grab Mount Sylvania to hand. I'm about to clear your whole board. Activate Mount Sylvania.
I'm terrified now. As I'm playing for your hand to face graveyard. Yeah, no response to Sylvania.
Sylvania effect pitch peas.
Sure.
We are going to place Martial Leaf on top of the deck.
Sure.
Normal Flower Knight effect mill 1.
So you're gonna mill the Martial Leaf, and then the Martial Leaf is gonna pop the Colossalus, right?
Maybe.
I cannot allow you to do that. I'll chain Breakthrough Skill targeting Flower Knight.
Sure. I'll just go battle. I'll swing into Armonite.
I'll take 400.
I will pass to you.
Sure. Draw. That's a pretty good one. Standby main. Let's see. That is not what that card does. You know what? Oh. And I'm back. Okay, we're good. So I appear to have reached a problem. That is, I have
Oops, all spells.
No, opposite problem. Because
I can pitch to search.
Yep, that is correct. I could technically do that, but I think it's worse on every account for me to do that. So you have you're drawing into Martial Leaf, which means if you have a second Martial Leaf in your deck, you just do the exact same thing you were going to do anyway. The funny thing is that doesn't even clear it. Yeah, I just have to pass turn here. This deck is terrible.
End phase, effect to mill 1.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't have anything to that.
Pop.
Yep, to grave. Okay.
Draw. Sylvania effect pitching. I don't know, man. I'll pitch Cherub Sprout.
Sure.
I'll put peas on top.
Sure.
Tribute Guardioak.
Still on this, I see. Yeah.
Guardioak to mill 3.
Sure. Oh, we knew that one. Okay, I got lucky.
That's unfortunate. Peas effect targeting Princess Sprout.
Target special. Yep, go for it.
Princess Sprout effect.
Yep.
Oh, that's actually crazy.
Yeah.
Effect to Snapped Assassin to mill.
Sure.
Effective Princess Sprout. Calling 6.
Sure. Make it a 6.
Yeah. Battle. Get one of your battle faders out.
Honestly, I'm just going to take the 24.
right, main 2.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna slap on a gauntlet launcher because he's thick,
Sure.
and then I'll pass.
Sure. Draw. Oh, that would have been good a little while ago, I think. Alrighty. Well, because I control no monsters, I'll go ahead and banish Cycle and Colossus to add a ritual spell.
Yeah.
We will add. We'll add Mirror to hand, I think. Yes, it's Mirror to hand. We will. I'll. It doesn't even matter. I don't even need to break through skill of the Gauntlet Launcher. It's not a quick effect, so.
What? You should do it anyways. Look at him. He's intimidating. He's so scary.
He is kind of scary, not gonna lie. He's
I think he looks
28.
silly.
Fortunately, this does work. All right. I will activate Mirror. I'll tribute this Shuret from hand
Ooh, that's pretty good.
to summon Valk, because it can be used as the entire tribute.
Yep.
Shuret effect, add a Warrior Necros monster. I guess we'll add Brio. Brio is just the most
Annoying.
Yeah.
There's a reason why this guy got banned.
You can only use each effect. That's fine. We will go declare Valk effect. Tribute 2 monsters from hand or field. Yep. Okay, so I'll tribute Farfa and I'll tribute Lancia.
Arfa?
Yep.
What the heck are you cooking?
So I'll draw 2.
Yeah.
New chain Farfa. I guess I'll banish the Gauntlet Launcher.
Is that just whenever it hits the grave?
Yeah, it's sent to the graveyard.
Okay, it gets banished until
Until the end phase, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, interestingly enough, I haven't normal summoned yet.
I mean, this deck like never normal summons.
I'll normal launch
now
you
it
and
does.
trigger the
Okay.
effect. That's a ritual spell. What's this? You're at 67.
It can add anything.
Yeah. Looking at a spell or a monster. I'm going to add a spell. I'm going to add Kaleidoscope to hand.
That's pretty good.
I'll Brio effect. To add a monster, I'll add Unicorn. I will Kaleidoscope, sending. Yeah, I can do anything. I'll send. This is lethal, right? Oh my god, is it just under? I hope it's not just under. I'm gonna die if it's just under. Hold on, I gotta think here. Well, I think this is the correct thing to do. We'll send Herald of the Arclight to graveyard to special.
When did you get that?
I've had it for fucking ever, dog. I'm not even gonna lie.
That's crazy.
Arclight effect. Add a ritual monster or a spell. So what is this? Is this lethal on board? 5, 6. It's 100 off. Oh my god. Okay, well, good thing I can just do this. I will add a Cycle to hand. That's to hand, not to grave. And then I will activate Cycle, tributing this other Shuret that I added, or I drew just randomly to special back this Brio.
Yeah.
And then attempt battle phase for game.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, I was not expecting to win that, considering how bad my hand was, but
It just so happens that mine was worse.
yeah, I guess so. All right, you're going first. Big surprise.
All right, stand by, main. Normal
Sure.
effect.
Is Longfire still at 2 at this point, or is it finally back to 3? Oh my god,
I'm just
that's
gonna
awful.
do another one and then special summon a big guy.
Sure.
Effect.
Yep.
Oh, nice. And I draw one because of that. Hermitry effect.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Oh, that's really funny. Uh, Cool. I did. Um, I might reorder that actually.
Go for it.
I'll just pass here.
Oh, I just realized my camera stopped working. Let's see if I can fix that real quick. Nope, my camera's just broken. Alright, sorry everybody. Oh well.
Cameraless episode. Yay!
Alright, so
Is that a yay? I don't know.
Hermitry pass, I see. Okay. Draw. Wow, that is crazy. That is so good. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean no time like the present. I will activate preparation of rites.
Sure.
Alright, let's add level 7 or lower and then a ritual spell. Let's add Brio and let's add a mirror to
Oh,
hand.
it has to add from grave to hand. You're thinking of pre-prep.
Oh, you're right, I am. Is it still? Then it is still just Brio, I think, though. Yeah, it's Brio. Okay. Let's go Brio effect.
Sure.
Grab Colossus, and then we'll attempt Colossus effect if you don't have Droll.
I wish I had droll.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah, that's fine.
We'll add Kaleidoscope to hand. Yeah, Kaleidoscope.
Mm-hmm.
Norm.
What's Kaleido do again?
Kaleido is tribute from hand, field, or send a monster from your extra deck.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Special from grave or hand.
I will normal summon Manju. Attempt to declare the effect of Manju.
Laundry's fine.
Okay. We will go for. It's going to be Unicorn to hand. And we're going to do this in a bit of a weird way. Yeah. I'm going to Book of Eclipse here. Flip everything.
Sure. Yeah.
Set. Kaleidoscope. Sending Arclight.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, yep.
No, yeah, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you're gonna be special something that anyways. Yeah.
Special Unicorn, Arclight effect.
Yeah.
We will add. We will add Cycle to hand, I think. Yes, Cycle to hand. Let's go Battle Phase and punch over the Hermitry.
Yep.
Second main. Skill drain for extract monsters is decent, but I'm not sure it's enough. I will set a card. Yeah. If I didn't have to do it that way, so the problem is I had to do it that way, otherwise I can't clear the Hermitry. that's
Mm-hmm.
the
Big.
inherent problem. So I had to do it that way, but since I had to do it that way, I can't establish the Gin lock since I can't make a 4 to make the Vol chain and dump it. So unfortunately, I think that's gonna do it. I mean, I'm still ending on skill drain for extract monsters, which is pretty good, I hear, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure it's gonna
It's
be
not
enough.
terrible.
I think if I literally just led, I'm realizing how bad I am at Yu-Gi-Oh right now. Because if I just led with the book, I would be perfectly fine. I would just be in a position where I could do the Gin lock. But oh well.
Hmm. What's the defense on Manju?
1,000. He's not that big.
1,000. Activate Miracle for target Hermitry.
Miracle Fertilizer targeting Hermitry, huh? I don't like that. I really don't like that, actually.
You're cutting out. Is that good?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna MST this. You can't normal. So
You're gonna MST. Okay.
Yeah. I think that's a pretty good idea.
Normal Flower Knight effect.
Yeah, no response to that. Oh, you can't normal.
Okay.
You
Mill Peas. Peas effect targeting Lone Fire.
You can't normal. You activated Miracle Fert.
It's only if it successfully special summons.
You cannot normal summon the training special. Even this card leaves the field. Oh yeah, I guess you're right. That doesn't matter. I couldn't have MST'd it later then. So.
Yeah, Lone Fire.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny, but not good. I think I have to do that. Yeah, special Guardioak.
Sure.
So this guy has... He's not Jin. Otherwise I wouldn't be able to do this.
Yep, so he's just negate the effects of monsters on the field that were special from the extra deck. That's all he does.
Guardioak, call 3.
Sure.
Those go to bottom. I'll go battle.
Sure.
I'll attack into the Unicorn.
Yeah, no response. I'll take 100.
And then I'll swing over the guy because he summons on flip, and I can't let that happen.
Flip summons, he searches, not anything else, which is kind of sad.
Main phase, I'll pass here.
Sure, draw. Standby main. Again, that is... God, that's pretty decent.
In the standby...
Sure. You get some.
Yeah, I'm gonna... Crow your Kaleido.
Crow the Kaleidoscope. Unfortunate, but fine. Okay, now I gotta think here. Okay. Let's activate Rhoda. Oh, go to main phase, activate Rhoda.
Yeah, that's fine.
We'll grab Colossalus.
Mm-hmm.
I will go Colossalus effect to search.
Yeah.
Grab Mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Normal summon Manju. Declare the effect of Manju.
Yeah, that's very good.
What do we grab here? Is it time for the boy?
I like that they brought Rhoda back to 3 just for this.
Yeah, it practically is. Yeah, unfortunately, I think it is going to be time for the boy. We're grabbing Trish.
Mm-hmm.
I'll activate Mirror Tribute this Shuret to special Trish.
Did you search that shirt, or did you just like hard draw it?
I hard drew it.
That's fun.
We'll go Trish 1, target, I guess it's Guardioak. It's... Oh god, I don't even think it matters. I'll get rid of the Rose Whip because this is a ritual deck, and then that one, and then we'll change Shirt too.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So, Martial Leaf, Guardioak, and then Rose Whip. This searches a warrior ritual monster. Um, or warrior Necros ritual, so could be Colossalus, could be that. I
Another
think we're just
Trish to search literally anything.
yeah. I think I haven't brioed this turn, so brio's honestly on the table as well. How do I feel about that? Do I want to do that? Could go for brio. Brio would add, and then I can go. This is. It's not gonna do anything though. Is the problem? Kind of. I'm sort of running out of gas here, which is kind of the problem. No, I'm not. Okay, I can do this. We will go. Shuret will add Unicore to hand, I think. Yeah. Yeah, let's add Unicore to hand.
Mm-hmm. I
I
love that this deck
will.
is just shirt in a bunch of cosplay.
Yeah, it is. It's really funny. So to grave at this. We'll go Unicore to add back the Shuret.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have something that's worth going into? Go for that. I could go for that. That's probably one of the better things I could go for. Yeah, let's try for that. Do I want to do that next turn? No, I think I need to do it now. Is the problem? Yeah. Let's go cycle.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tribute this Shuret to bring back Unicore.
Yeah.
Um, we'll go to battle. We'll
Mm-hmm.
hit 23 over 18,
Which is
and
5.
then 14 and 27. Cool. Second main, I'm going to overlay these two for Emerald. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. So it's those two. I will just attach this guy. I'll attempt to trigger the Emerald. I'll
Yeah.
target. Um, I'll target Brio, Colossalus, Unicore. I think is correct.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I could target the Arclight. I've already used Kaleidoscope's gone. I can't get that back. I don't think. Yeah, just Unicore, Brio, Colossalus. All three good draws. So the bottom of deck, the bottom of deck, the bottom of deck. Is that right? Yep. Okay. Shuffle, shuffle. Draw a card. Wow. Okay. Oh, okay.
If you just drew Brio, I'm gonna be upset.
I didn't draw Brio, but I did draw Brio.
Oh.
Okay. Is there a way that I can still do it? I don't think so. I don't think there's a way I can get the lock online. We're just gonna add Brio to hand, and then we'll add.
Uh, from grave.
Yeah, from grave. We can add a ritual spell from grave. Is it just mirror?
One would say
I
that
don't.
that's actually better than Brio.
Yeah, because it is pretty much better than Brio. I could add cycle. What does cycle do for me? Nothing. Yeah, it's just mirror to hand. God, crowing the kaleidoscope is really annoying. I gotta tell you. Um, that's my turn. You know everything.
Uh,
How should I? How should I have had something? Nah, it's fine. I have Brio. Nice. Let's go.
yay.
Oh my god. Standby main.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just go ahead and get this out of the way now. I'll target Colossalus. I'll target Unicore and Fuck it, I guess I'll target Arclight.
Okay.
There is a world in which I can hard make the Arclight, which is really funny.
Valor plus Shuret or Colossalus.
Yeah, exactly. So those two, shuffle, shuffle, draw a card.
I mean, I
Hard.
think that would be actually worse for your deck than mine.
Oh my god, I am. I'm sorry about this.
Am I
I
getting
gotta be honest.
sacked?
Yeah, you are, because I'm
You
gonna
just drew the
mirror.
Ginlock?
No, I drew
Oh,
a second Trish.
Jesus.
So I don't think it matters. I'll banish the Flower Knight, and then this one, and then obviously the monster on field.
That's literally the end of the game.
Yeah. Oh my god. That's. Oh my god. That was bad. That was sacky. I will admit it. That was fully sacky.
Okay, I need to see what your pool is so I can
All
see how
right.
upset I need to be.
All right. So I've got two Trish. So that's let's see if I can do this in a fun way. All right. All right. So I've got two Trish. I have one, two, three Brio.
That's a secret, isn't it?
Yes,
That's
it
a
is.
secret.
One,
What?
two, three Unicore.
That's also a secret.
One, two, three Valkyrius.
That's also what the how high did you roll?
Very. Two Colossalus. Yeah. And then I have two Mirror, two Cycle. I only have one Kaleidoscope, and I had to swap Frog Ticket for it. Because guess what? Not only did I pull three Brionac, I pulled four. uh,
Hmm.
I
Fun.
I think there is officially a new like best deck in Garbage Lord's Frog,
Yes,
and it
I can't
is
wait to lose three so I can instantly. I don't even know what I ban because like Trish gets banned pretty quick. Yeah, or it gets put to one pretty quick and then it gets banned.
yeah. That's the other thing is not only did I have all of this, but I have an Arclight. I've had it for a while. Um, Honestly, the biggest problem with my pool was just the fact that I didn't get Kaleidoscope, but I managed to just have a swap rock ticket. I banked it for forever. I didn't know what I was gonna get for it, and lo and behold, it's that card. I only got two Prepper Brights total, so I had one already from Stardust Overdrive, and I only got a second one from the set. So not as crazy. This card is fucking insane though.
I'm pretty sure it also gets limited literally next episode.
I think it gets limited fairly quickly. Yeah. Other cards I had limited of. I only got one Armageddon Knight. Kind of unfortunate considering I believe it was a common in this set, or maybe it was a different set, but it was reprinted in a bunch of sets, and I still only have the one. Only one Senju, so that's unfortunate. Yeah, this deck, I can I will give it. So we are obviously talking about this deck seems like one of the worst tier zero decks there was. I will give it the fact that both I have an insane pool. Most people couldn't even afford this good of a Necroz core, let alone like be able to practice with it. But the turn one board is shit. Like one Book of Eclipse into like full like uh, Infernity combo, if I don't have Valk exactly, just cooks me to the moon. Um, but yeah, this is a deck. This is definitely one of the decks of all time. Some funny includes is in the world in which I want to summon Trish and Colossalus off of Kaleidoscope, I can use Elemental Hero Divine Neos, and then same thing for like Brio and Unicore. I have Rainbow Neos for that. There's a couple really funny lines where, in theory, because these are all water, if I normal summon an Effect Veiler and use a Brionac, I can summon Gungnir, which is honestly a very good card. Yeah, this deck is insane. It
I
has a massive
also
target on its back.
just
So
realized that my memory of the Ginlock was super skewed because I just didn't play a lot back during the Ginlock format 'cause
oh, I
it was
didn't even
bad.
play back then. Yeah.
Um, so our next episode is Return of the Bling.
Oh,
Uh,
interesting.
the ban list that bans Jin is Dragons of Legend 2.
That's a bit off, isn't it?
It's like 4 episodes, 5 episodes.
Yeah, the Gin Lock is like just persistent. It is just around. People hated it. People had to play for it with it for a while. Um, the only like good thing is it was outable. Like you have like in archetype you had Martial Leaf to deal with it. Not
Mhm.
likely to get to, but you can get to it. Obviously, people were like siding triple Rhoda and like an Exiled Force or DD Warrior Lady to deal with it.
Eclipse
Um,
just does it. Book of
Yep,
Moon
Eclipse
does it.
does it. Book of Moon does it. Armanite Send Farfa was actually this deck's out to was actually this version of the deck's out to the Genlock. Is you just go normal Armanite Send Farfa, it banishes the guy. When they're banished temporarily, they forget the materials they're made with, so they that deals with it. There's also just the utility of Armanite dumping Jin for our own lock if we need, and we have everything else. We can also go dump Calcab if we need to pop a spell trap. Obviously, we gentlemen's out of vanities
Yes.
for this series. We just have vanities too now,
Yeah.
but Calcab was a way to out vanities by normally Armanite. So yeah, this deck it was a toolbox. Like I just was able to practice the turn one boards, and I was like, this seems so breakable. I feel like I'm gonna lose this. But literally, turns 3 and 5 are just instant wins if you don't have an answer, which this deck doesn't because there are zero trap cards in this deck, unfortunately.
Yeah, I also
Um,
just like drew really poorly both games. Like both games I was sitting on double Peacekeeper, like Marshall Leaf,
yeah,
plus at
bad.
least one big guy.
Yeah, bad hands, bad mills as well. You only ever hit once off of everything. Um,
I saw this guy in my hand every single time, and I want to special summon it off of the Cherub Sprout.
just literally anything.
Yeah.
Um, Also, a thing that like I know like Sylvans was around obviously because people couldn't afford to play Necros, but I don't know how much this deck was played during Necros format. One thing that I mean, makes it very clear and is still a problem in modern day is just the fact that this deck had room for non-engine. I'm playing 3 effect failures. I was playing 3 Lancia, which I was playing that because we all thought you were going to play Ritual Beast, like whether it you could or not, like you were going to force Ritual Beast. I have Space Decide in MSTs and Book of Eclipses. I had all kinds of ways, and like the even like the non-engine is accessible. Like I said, with Armanite, Dump Farfa, or Calcab, it's really easy to get to a lot of stuff. So yeah, fun, interesting to see what you ban, and when you ban it, will stuff already be like hit to shit?
Yeah,
So
because the next ban list, all it hits is it limits Shuret, limits Trish, and bans Jin. And that's not the next ban list. That's the ban list after that.
yeah, and I think Brio gets semi-limited weirdly enough because people were only playing 2 Brio. I'm on 3 because I just have less stuff. Like I don't have basically like Brio is just everything in the deck. So I was like, well, I need to play 3 Brio since I only have
No,
one
Brio's
Kaleido.
still at 3.
Is it? That's crazy.
Yep.
It gets. I think it gets semied at some point, which is really funny. But yeah, this deck also takes a while to come off the list. I think like Necros of Trishula didn't come back off the list for like a while, like
Mm-hmm.
maybe like 2018, 2019. I could be very wrong on that. I didn't play during that period, but yeah, it's this deck strikes fear into the hearts of everyone for a long time, which is really funny when you look back at like some of the tier zero decks, like Pepe. Everyone's like, oh yeah, Pepe. It was annoying. It was fun
I think that
for
it
some
didn't
people.
have the longevity to be able to actually strike fear into people. Like,
Yeah.
it was around for what, a week, and then there was an emergency ban list.
Yep. And then Dad, I feel like a lot of people, like obviously in the pro scene, like a lot of people knew about Dark Arm Dragon, but the problem was it wasn't accessible for most like playground Yu-Gi-Oh. Like nobody was walking around the playground with an unsleeved Dark Arm Dragon. That just wasn't a thing. And same thing with rulers. Like even though like Draco Sack and Big Eye were expensive, all the rulers were pennies to like a couple dollars. So you were easily able to pick up a ruler deck. It just wasn't as good. But no, this was like one of the first decks that was like everyone knew about it because Yu-Gi-Oh was getting big at the time, and it was so expensive. Like I think Brios alone were like 120, $150, and you need a playset of them, if not like at least two. So
Yeah, I mean around this time, you kind of mentioned it, but around this time, like Yu-Gi-Oh started to set itself apart from the other card games. Um, Up until like one would say 2012, it was basically just a Magic clone.
yeah,
Um, and
yeah,
now it's starting
normal.
to actually like come into
Yeah,
its own as a combo focused game.
yeah. There's a very good argument that like between like 2002 to like 2008 or 9, like set pass is essentially the same as like land pass or energy pass, right? But it isn't until we get to like rulers and synchros and all those crazy like things where it's like, okay, this is a completely different game. And as we saw where I went from losing to instantly winning off of like a top deck pre prep or a top deck Shuret, this deck was explosive as hell. So very interesting. We'll see what this deck looks like in the future, especially when I'm sure things will get banned. Because I mean, this might be the next Insectors of our series. I will probably not play it at like to death, depending on what I pull. If I pull a better deck, well, I won't say a better deck, a more fun deck, I'll play it. But I really am running out of playables personally. So let's go ahead and get on to the last part of today's episode, which is the winner's wheel for today. I am camera's still broken. Forgot about that. I'm gonna go ahead and give this wheel. Let's see what. Let's do 3 clicks. 3 clicks for the number of stars on Jin, the number of stars on Shuret, and the number of mirrors we have. One, two, three, and well, I'm replacing the swap frog ticket I used. Honestly, that's probably the least threatening wheel slice I could have gotten because I can't pick up another kaleidoscope. So, I guess hey, I'll take it. It's nice to have a swap frog in the back in case you need it. But I'll go ahead and catch y'all guys in the next episode. Hope you did enjoy. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like. If you really enjoyed, make sure to subscribe. That's all from us. Peace.